Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome back. And for those who don't know me, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I'm S. Maxine Fisher. I love to knit and crochet. I've been branching out recently and getting into some new territory crocheting plushies. When I say new, I mean new to me. I think that the crochet community has recently really exploded in the plushie market, especially where I see a lot of the similar items for sale at craft fairs and markets. If you hear a meow in the background, please ignore it. It's my cats. I'm filming this during a baby nap, so I've got to get these minutes where I can, but they've decided they're gonna go have a little fight in the corner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore them and film this. So I wanted to share with you guys today an update to one of my previous videos. I posted a Dollar Tree yarn review that really got a lot of views and comments, and I just wanted to come back on now that I feel like Dollar Tree has gotten a lot more in stock of premier yarns, and I've had a chance to explore it more. So I wanted to show you guys, just post another review to this yarn that I feel like would be more accurate since I've been using it more. So let me see what I've got here. For those of you who don't know, I made my first plushie with Dollar Tree yarn, and the Dollar Tree yarn that I'm referring to is this stuff. It's called Just Chenille. Usually Chenille is really expensive, I think. A large skein, I think, goes for like about $10. So it's kind of a higher end yarn, and it's really good for crocheting plushies because it works up real fast, it's bulky, and you can get something really soft and fuzzy. Premier Yarns, they sell primarily online, and this is the first time I've seen their yarns in a store. This stuff is basically Parfait Chunky, is part of their Parfait line, but they've created this line called Just Chenille that is sold exclusively at Dollar Trees. And whereas Parfait Chunky, I think it's like $4.99 a skein, or this is $1.25 for a cake of yarn, and this has 65 yards. It's 50 grams, so you get, it's pretty much, I've done the math, and it's almost exactly 50% off the price of Parfait Chunky, and that's essentially what this is. But in my last video, I got one skein and I had crocheted an axolotl with it, and I had some difficulties that I wanted to update you on. So I've done a lot more plushies now. My local Dollar Tree got a huge amount of chenille yarn. I went in there one day and it was just this mountain, a whole rack full of random colors. And unfortunately, it had been rummaged through a lot. That's a story for another day. I think if you organize your yarn so it's one color per bin, then nobody has a reason to rummage through it. But if you put all the colors together, then even people like myself who are OCD and want things to be neat are gonna have to do some digging. But here's what I made. So I made some little octopi, and these guys are so cute. I finally got on the octopus bandwagon where you can see them. See their cute little blushy cheeks. I love the little curly tentacles on this pattern. And it took me a while to really want to do some octopi because a lot of them I see just have a little bobble on the bottom, but these actually have little tentacles and they're curly and they're really, really easy to work up. I saw it on a YouTube tutorial that I will link down below. What else did I make? So here are some of the baby safe plushies that I've made with crochet eyes. I have a crochet starfish, and this is my part of my pride collection. So I did the lesbian pride colors with the pinks in the front and the oranges in the back, and I love the little smile eyes. They're so adorable. And this is from the same designer, Projectarian. I got this squid pattern, and I love the squid. This is a rainbow squid, and he has cute long tentacles. They're really, really easy to work up. It's just a half double crochet up one side and down the other. So I made a lot of these. I'm hoping that these sell well because they're nice to cuddle, and they're actually safe for newborns, so a little baby can kind of wrap their hands around this, and the eyes can't be picked off because they're just crocheted in around. So I made these with the Dollar Tree chenille, and I used all the different colors, as you can see, from the pink all the way down to the purple. What else did I make? I made some chickens. And these are the maple chicken pattern. You can see they're so cute, and they're so cute and fluffy. And I love the speckled yarn. I think works really well for chickens because it kind of mimics their feathers. And I made some snails. So these are a pattern that was free on Instagram, and it's like, I think $1 something on Etsy, called Snailed It. And then, here, I'll just show you this one. Aren't they so cute? Oops, this little guy lost his strap. So the shell is removable, and it's a sphere, and it holds onto the little bobble arms with these little tiny straps. And it's actually really secure. This is actually the first time I saw any of the straps come off, but you gotta take a little crochet hook and pop those arms into the loops real good, and then it'll stay. I made these specifically because I wanted to have something where I could use a variety of pride flags. So I have the bear flag, the genderqueer flag, I've got the intersex pride flag, but then I have the snails in different colors so people can choose. They're kind of skin tone. Yeah, they're a couple different skin tones, so people can choose their preferred color and make something that they feel like they identify with. Don't mind this little guy. I lost yarn chicken, so I got to get more brown yarn and finish off this guy's antenna and make some more of this teddy bear color. And I think Parfait Chunky comes in one more skin tone, which I need to order, so I have less, because I think this is a little on the dark side, so this will be my special dark snail. And then I'll have like this one, and then the toffee color, and then the soft peach. I love my little snails. They're so cute and cuddly. So I've made a lot of plushies, as you can see, and this is just a fraction of what I've been producing because it's my goal to be able to sell at the next Delaware Pride Festival that we have coming up in June. So I need to have a lot of inventory for that. When I have not been working and caring for baby, my hands have been busy making plushies, making bags, and other items. And I'll link my Etsy store down below. You can see a lot of the items that I've shown here are posted. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I'll have the snails up as well, because I want to share those online. So here's the Dollar Tree yarn. It is definitely a good yarn if you like to make plushies and you use something like Parfait Chunky. I used a 5mm hook for this. The package recommends an 8mm, and if you do amigurumi and plushies, you definitely want to size your hook down so that you're making those tight stitches and you don't have holes in between your stitches and in your increases and decreases. So despite what it says on the package, you want to use that 5mm hook. Let's see if I can make this a little more focused. I think that's as focused as we're going to get. But yeah, it recommends 8mm needles, 8mm hook, and I'd say definitely use a 5 or like a 5.5, depending on how tightly you crochet. The yarn is a lot easier to work with than I thought. So the first skein I got, I really struggled, and at one point I was like, maybe it's just because I don't work with chenille that much and I just need to get better at it. So I decided to give it another try. I went to the dollar store, I dug through that mountain of yarn, got a rainbow of colors, and tried it again. And I'm so glad I did, because after that one skein, I found it really worked up faster. But that being said, I did find the quality was really inconsistent. So for example, this one right here, this light mauve is the color on this one. As you can see, it's really kind of fluffy and it's really soft. So the hook slides over it really easily. And I can crochet really fast with this. I feel like the plushies come out, like the stitches come out really consistent. Whereas, and I had a bunch of this that was, and it's not just this color, but I had a bunch of this iris that was nice and fluffy and soft like that purple one. And then I got this skein because I was working on an octopus that's purple. And I ran out of yarn, so I went to the Dollar Tree and grabbed a bunch of skeins. And this particular skein is just like the first one I got. It's really, I don't even know how to describe it. The texture, I feel like, is really densely, it's very densely packed. the fibers feel, it almost feels sticky. Not sticky like there's sugar on it, but sticky like my hook wants to stick to it, and it produces a lot of friction. And I can even hear it going squeak, squeak, squeak every time I work with it. It's definitely the yarn and not me, because I am like just touching this. This feels fluffy like a cloud, and this feels almost rough. The actual yarn is thinner than this. And it feels like the fibers are more densely packed, and they're also shorter. So I'm not sure what was going on when these were being manufactured, because it definitely feels like this was some kind of error in manufacturing, where something just wasn't the same quality that you would get with their regular run-of-the-mill yarns. The other issue I had, and it's specifically with this black chenille, in multiple Dollar Trees, I actually tried going to different stores. This one, it's very soft, but it sheds a lot, and every time I try to use this particular yarn, it falls apart. So every time I crochet with it, I just have little pieces of it falling out everywhere, which indicates it's not wound tightly enough or not wound securely enough. So just be careful if you're getting the chenille. Just watch out for the black, and maybe consider buying your black color in a whole different type of yarn. See if you can find something that matches, because I wouldn't recommend this at all. This is like I use the black in the center here for the bear flag, and I had to make it really, really small and crochet very, very carefully into those stitches. And the whole reason why I put this in the center and not on the outside was because I didn't want the straps to be putting tension on the black chenille or made of the black chenille and risk my product kind of falling apart or deteriorating over time. So this is kind of the safest place to put it, where it's not really going to do much damage. I mean, actually just running my finger over that, look at this. It's got a little shedding going on there. But I think I was careful enough that this isn't affecting the overall product. Oh yeah, and then I've got to wipe this up because it actually got a little bit of black on the white around it. There we go. I'm kind of taking a little towel and brushing the fuzzies off. So I don't like that. I feel like the product the yarn needs to stay where it is and not migrate. So that's enough said about the black. But yeah, that was my biggest gripe with the Dollar Tree yarn, is that I feel like 75% of it is just perfect. It's really good yarn for making plushies. It's inexpensive, which is a big plus especially for me as a startup business, where I am any few sales I get through Etsy, that money is going into supplies to make more inventory. And I don't have a lot of, I don't have startup funds to just blow on a bunch of yarn where I'm making a bunch of stuff and I don't know if it's going to sell. So I got to get inventory as cheaply as I can, and then move that inventory and sell it is, step 2 in my business. But Dollar Tree yarn is definitely the way to go if you're like me starting out. That being said, be careful, don't buy the black. And when you pick up your skeins, just kind of feel them with your hands, and if something doesn't feel right, move on and maybe try to get your color in a different brand. Or you can order from Premier Yarns. I'll link that down below too. They are not a sponsor of this video, just random yarn company that I'm buying from as a customer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finally bite the bullet and make a big order from Premier directly. And hopefully, if I get the Parfait Chunky, I'm hoping I get it on sale. Maybe they do have some sales running during the holidays. So I can build up my stock and add those colors that I haven't been able to get in the Dollar Tree, like the toffee, or see if I can get something comparable to the black and the purple, and to fill up, because I like having a rainbow palette so that I can offer all the colors, and I make all my plushies in rainbows and pride flags, so having that diverse palette is really important to me. So if you are watching my channel, please think about subscribing if you like my content, and I will be posting more stuff. If you are a plushie lover or just interested in buying some of the stuff you saw today, I'll link my Etsy store down below. You can go check it out. If you're an Etsy customer, go ahead and favorite my shop because I will definitely be adding more items as the year gets on. Trying to list a lot of the things that I have for sale, including I already put up the squids, I'm going to put up the snails, and I am testing out some new patterns, so stay tuned. I am not 100% sure what will be in the coming year, but I do know that there will be dragons. So thank you for watching, and as always, stay fabulous and stay creative. Have a great day. Bye.